Hello, friends. Welcome to 2026. If you're new here, I'm Carrie Allen, founder and CEO of the Human Array. And I am kicking off this new year with an intro video. And we are going to be sharing content with you every single week because the mission of the Human Array, beyond just building the new healthcare system, beyond that, is actually to build it in public and collaboratively. Our core and our foundation and our values are really strong all the way down into the roots because we really believe that a new healthcare system will emerge because it is co-created with those who desire the new healthcare system. And so I'm looking to each of you that are tuning in, as well as your friends, family, etc., that are interested in what we're sharing and what we're building. Please like and subscribe our channel, our playlists. There is amazing content here, and we are going to be showing you every step of the way how this comes into existence. And through that experience, you will see me sharing videos every single week of where we are, what's happening next, what's working, what's not working. Because at the end of the day, as a founder and CEO of a company, things work and things don't. And through each of those, we learn and grow. And my mission personally is to be as transparent as possible in how we are building this, what's working, how we're moving through it, how we as a team collaborate to overcome the pieces that are really challenging, and hopefully bring something amazing into the world in a way that really speaks to our values as a team. No behind the doors, no big decisions being made without bringing them out into the open. What we're considering doesn't mean that we're always all going to agree. Sometimes we have to find that common ground that makes sense for the most number of people, or is the decision at this moment, and that there are decisions that don't have to be made until the future, so on and so forth. The intricacies of building such a deep system, one that not only goes really deep, but also expands really wide. As we are thinking about ourselves as a horizontal business, we're not building in a silo. We're building across an industry, across a market, across humanity, truly, to be able to connect you to the holistic health practitioners, products, resources, knowledge to help you be the best you possible. Period. That is our mission, to help you be the best you possible. And we believe first and foremost that starts with our health, that starts with owning, learning, and empowering ourselves into feeling the best we can in our body. And that is a holistic approach, meaning mind, body, spirit, energy, our emotional well-being, our, yes, mental, mind, and social. That is also one that people don't think of very often. But all these different building blocks of health are what enable us to know ourselves the best and to be able to connect to ourselves and to others, and therefore feel our best as much as possible. So this is the journey. We're building it, which means, what are we building? Okay. You are going to find in this very playlist not only my updates from an overall business perspective, but you will find the technical updates from our lead, Evelyn Petition. And did I say that right, Evelyn? I always mess it up. that I overthink it. That's what I do. And she is going to be sharing, and I join her on those recordings often too, technically, how it's happening behind the scenes. Because, again, we want you to understand, and if you so choose, you can choose where you dive in, where you don't dive in, what you care about, what you don't care about. Our goal is really just to build it as openly, publicly, and transparently as possible, because we really believe there is too much happening behind closed doors, too many decisions being made without others having any knowledge that this decision was being made and being made on someone else's behalf, right? And so the more we can share with you how we're making decisions, how we're moving through building this, I really believe we build a great foundation for a whole new way to think about health that changes the world ultimately. So I will be sharing every week business updates, what's happening, what's launching, what you can do to support us, where you can find things, what's working, what we're thinking of in advance, right? So there's always a couple of tracks happening. What's happening right in this moment, what's externally launching versus what are we preparing for and working towards to launch in a couple of months. And so I will do my best to share those multiple tracks with you so that you can stay abreast of what's real, what's tangible today, and what are we working towards. That's our goal. Evelyn will then dig into the technology, going on what we're building right now. There are some roadmap episodes as well, so that you can kind of see where we're heading and why we're making decisions towards that direction. She digs into not just what you would experience as a user, but actually how we're building the database, why we're building it certain ways, and all of that's really important to us too. We're trying to make the best decisions that we can every step of the path because we know that ultimately making good decisions with the information that we have today is going to help us make the best decisions going forward. So that's why we're here, to help you connect to all the resources that you need. And there are a couple of things that I'm going to drop in the description for this video that's launching this week. We spearheaded a petition because fundamentally, no matter what we're building, there are so many amazing things happening in this world that are really pushing us in this direction of reclaiming our own health. And we believe in uniting ourselves around that we are not alone in our vision to create a new system, to empower ourselves, to feel well. And so we have created a petition that simply unites us on the common goal of it's time for a new healthcare system, period. The old system doesn't work anymore. We can't just take the framework of the old system and change one thing. The whole thing is toppling down. And I know everybody feels it to some extent. And that can feel wildly scary. And I think when we actually allow that truth to exist, we can build something new. It doesn't mean everything in the existing healthcare system, at least in the United States and other parts of the world, there are amazing things everywhere, is bad. I simply see it as it's been built, we slightly get off kilter. And unfortunately, I think the roots of the system have been rotten for a really long time. And so as we build and try to correct, ultimately we're creating the Leaning Tower of Pisa, right? But this tower needs propping up. It needs tons of propping up at this point. And I believe that as hard as it may be, sometimes we have to let it fall so that it can regenerate and create something new. And our goal is to learn from this experience. We're not ignoring it. There is good stuff there. There are amazing people there. There is value. There is heart. There is humanity in that system. And how do we take the parts that were working, the parts that feel great, the parts that support us, and re-anchor them to a new system that truly is built from a great foundation of values? That's our goal. To create a safe place for everybody to land as the old system becomes a bit more erratic. And so we're doing that first by, one, uniting us under a common goal. If you want to stay involved in what we're doing, subscribe, but also sign the petition. And we will keep everybody up to date on what's happening with the petition, where that goes. But I think bringing our voices together, first and foremost, enables us to speak louder, to connect, to say, it's time. How can I help? So sign the petition. And later this week, we will be debuting our first of its kind holistic health directory. The Holistic Health Hub is coming live with bringing all things holistic into one place. This is a moment we've been working for a very long time. And I couldn't be more excited that it's here. And we are going to be launching with hundreds of resources. I can't figure out a number today because we still have work to do before it goes live. But I want you to know that this is everything we love, and a platform and a structure that enables us to bring in all of those amazing resources, places, people that are going to support you across the globe. So I'm hoping we get that number into the thousands, if not the hundreds. And so I encourage you to stay tuned, subscribe, join us in the petition so that you can stay up to date on all the things that are moving us towards this new healthcare system. I will be back every week. That is my 2026 intention, not resolution. It is an intention because I feel called to build this in public with you, for you. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts and seeing where we end up 1 year from now. It's going to be amazing. Thank you. Tune in Thursday. We'll be dropping several episodes of the tech demos in this playlist as well as we get caught up from the holiday season. And then you will be seeing it live as we move forward. So between now and then, have a great start to 2026, and we'll see you soon with the next update.